is NDTV and you are watching NDTV Prime.
Hi everyone and welcome to CNB Bazaar Buzz. I am Siddharth Vinayak Patankar. We got lots lined up for you. Let's jump straight into it. The Tata Tiago gets an AMT and we have the review. It's the latest from Triumph in India. That's our bike review of the day. And we take you down south to Coimbatore to bring you up to speed with the VW Ameo Cup car. So the Tata Tiago is a big surprise hit for Tata Motors. I say surprise because really the company was almost beleaguered and all its products were being ignored by the market. The Tiago has been a superstar and it's one of the most popular hatchbacks in the country today. So when it gets an AMT version, well, of course there's cause for a lot of attention from all of us. Many of you have been asking about it as well. How does it perform? Here's the review.
Tiago was launched over a year and a half ago and has proved to be quite popular for Tata Motors, racking up over 1 lakh bookings. It gets both a petrol and diesel engine offering decent performance, a well-equipped and more importantly a well-made interior with lot of space for both passengers and luggage.
Right, so the entry hatchback of the year.
The award for the entry hatchback of the year goes to Tata Tiago.
The Tiago even went on to win the 2017 NDTV Hatchback of the Year award. The only thing missing was an automatic gearbox, and now Tata Motors has sorted that too. The AMT version is only available in the top of the line XZ variant or XZA, in this case with the A indicating the gearbox. And since it is the top spec car, you get the gloss black grille, 14-inch alloy wheels, and personally, I think this rather underrated red makes it look rather lovely. On the interior, you get the large infotainment system which has Bluetooth but no touchscreen or color display, just like the manual counterpart, and the color-coded AC vents that add a bit of drama. The biggest difference? The automatic gear shifter, of course.
Now the Tiago AMT is essentially still the same as the manual gearbox version in terms of spec, which means you still get the 1.2-litre Revitron engine under the hood with 84 bhp and 114 Nm of torque. You also still get the 5-speed gearbox, albeit with the AMT module attached on top of it. Now, this is not the first AMT petrol that Tata has done. It has done the Nano in the past, which is considerably cheaper, but in the Nano you always had to have the sport mode engaged if you really wanted the car to get going. In this, surprisingly, it's the other way around. The nicer mode to drive in is actually the city mode because, well, unlike the Nano, the city mode in this is a lot smoother and it shifts a lot better, and all that AMT nod which we've been so used to in some of the other cars is almost negligible.
Where in most AMT units we are longing for better response and quicker shifts, the AMT unit in the Tiago does what it is supposed to do: make driving easier. If there is one negative about the gearbox, it is that it can get a little jerky with power coming in too quickly from a standstill while in sports mode. That might cause the car to lurch ahead. But once you get used to it, Tiago AMT is just a really good alternative to the manual. Priced at 5,39,000 rupees ex-showroom Delhi, and considering the ridiculous traffic we have to deal with in the metros, it is a more sensible alternative too.
Cyrus there with the new AMT version of the Tiago. Now let's talk about the latest from Triumph. It is the Street Triple S and it's recently been launched in India. Now we've been talking about all the anticipation around this new model from Triumph, and finally we've got our hands on the bike, the India spec one as well, I might add, and it's Preetham who's had the chance to spend some time with it.
new Triumph Street Triple S gets an all-new engine with more power and an electronics package with ABS, riding modes and traction control. Does it have the same hooligan personality? We spent some time with it. The all-new Triumph Street Triple S may look familiar, but it's brand new in all aspects. The most significant change is the engine. The 3-cylinder motor is now bigger, there's more power and more torque. And there's more grunt lower in the revs, so it pulls cleanly from low revs even at a higher gear. So riding the new Street Triple around town is easy. It's light, easy to handle and has a very tractable engine. The suspension is new too and soaks up bumps and road undulations quite nicely. And in our road conditions, that's a plus point. The power is spread out over a wide power band and the bike begs to be revved hard. It gets much improved performance over the outgoing model. And it's light, agile and handles beautifully, especially around a corner.
The new Triumph Street Triple S, it doesn't look radically different from the outgoing model and I quite like it. It's light, agile and compact. It's 166 kgs and with a new 765cc engine it makes 111 bhp or thereabouts. So it's got a fantastic power to weight ratio. So whether you're a new rider or an experienced rider, this one will keep you entertained no end. And there's ABS, traction control, ride-by-wire and 2 riding modes too.
It is a significant step up, yes, but in terms of aesthetics, the Street Triple S doesn't get that all-new feel. It looks more or less the same as the outgoing model with muscular sculpted looks that naked bikes are associated with. But the differences aren't dramatic. The headlights and the cowl have been inspired from the Speed Triple. The instrument panel is also similar to the outgoing model, but what it does get is a new electronic suite with 2 riding modes, road and rain, and the added safety net of traction control. But all that is overshadowed by the fact that the new Street Triple is a matter of a good bike getting even better. It gets more power, more performance and still retains that feisty character that the Street Triple is known for. At 8,50,000 rupees ex-showroom Delhi, the new Triumph Street Triple S offers very good value if you're in the market for your first performance naked.
We take a short break here on CNB Bazaar Buzz. Your questions, my answers and also a look at the Ameo Cup car. That's on the other side.